What do you do when the going gets tough? When things to take the wrong turn? When you are really pushed to the corner, to the wall, and nothing seems to be working? What do you do when you feel stuck in your career, in life, and in any other space? I'll tell you this and I'll give you practical steps that you can be able to take right on. And to start off, I'll tell you this. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Ask yourself in future, if you take yourself like 2 years or 1 year or 3 years down the line and you look back and we are counting. Oh my God, my camera now is falling. Yeah, so things are not also getting very tough here. But don't worry, we'll fix everything. And that's the beauty of being live. And if things go wrong, we'll still fix them. Yeah. So give me a minute. I want to fix it. And tell you this, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Because tough times don't last, but tough people do last. And I'm happy that you're there. Allow me to fix this camera of mine. Hopefully, it does not fall on me just like that, but I'm sure we will get there. We're good to go? Yes, yes. And thank you very much, every one of you, for joining me. If you're there, say hi. Let me know, by the way, in the chat, where are you joining us from? And if you have any questions in specific, maybe you're feeling stuck in your career, if you don't know how do you proceed, you're looking for a job, things are tough where you're at, maybe the working environment is not the best, you're not being paid well, or you still need to change the environment, please let me know in the chat here. I'll be happy to be able to guide you. So I'm saying, when you look into the future, 8 years down the line, not even 8, 2 years down the line, and you look back, and we are to count those people who were tough enough to go through the hard times and actually emerge on the other side as winners. Will you be counted? That's a question you should be asking yourself. Will you be counted when those people that really stuck in through the hard time and emerge the winners? And if you want to be counted among them, I'll tell you the secret for you to do that. And it is the simple word, act. You need to act. You need to take some actions. Act, A-C-T, says action changes things. Action changes things. If you don't like the way things are currently, you need to act. And when you act, things are going to change. You need to ask yourself, what do I need to do right now to get myself off these troubles that I'm in currently? And I'll take a quote here from a new book I just released today, that is a Career Change. And this is basically what really motivated me to be able to share about this book, How to Change Your Career, the strategic approach to career transition. Strength does not come from freedom from internal struggles or external struggles. Strength does not come from freedom from internal struggles. Strength is born during the time of struggle. So if you are going through a hard time currently, know that it is during those tough times that you are building the strength within. And it is important for you to know that as you go through this struggle, it builds up every time you fall. And your strength is validated every time you stand on or by your side, on your own side. You fall and you pick yourself up, you are validating that strength. It is when you start betting on yourself. And I can tell you, it is validated every time you're standing on your own side in our own worth, affirming that we can do the things that once we thought we couldn't. Then we practice and become strong in the things that we thought we couldn't do. So if you're feeling like really I've been pushed to the corner. I don't know what to do. It is in that struggle that you're going to find the strength. Now, I'll tell you this, and especially when it comes to job application, you will need to apply for so many jobs. And sometimes it will feel as if no response is coming through. But that should not be the reason why you stop. And I'll give you a reason why most people really actually give up and don't get to their dream job or what they are always maybe they desire in their heart. So if you have any question in regard to job search, in regards to changing your career, in regards to anything, let me know. Thank you very much. I can see at least someone has said hello. So if you're on LinkedIn, you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, wherever you are, feel free to drop in the chat and just say hi so that I can recognize you. And also, if you have any question, feel free to also ask Billy. Oh, you said it, your name is Bill Omulo. Great to have you. Great to have you. Yeah. So let me continue and tell you this. Yeah. When it comes to us really following our dreams and really getting out of that space where we are feeling stuck, where we are feeling as if things are really tough, there are four main mistakes that people do. And I learned this, and when I recognized the patterns that I've been running in my head in these four areas, it's changed. It's changed how I perceived life. And that is what I want to share with you. Number one, the number one mistake is to underestimate the time, the energy, the effort, the money, the resources that you are going to put in to change your situation. Do not underestimate the time and effort and money and resources. Sometimes you think, oh, for me to get that job, for me to change, it's just a matter of sending 2, 3, 4 applications. It's a matter of me just giving 1, 2, 3 people a call, and voila, it will be there. Please don't underestimate. It will take some times, way over 10 times, 100 times what you thought you need to put in. Tell me, anyone who has ever run a project, tell me, anyone who has ever started a business and thinking, oh, I only need 100,000 shillings. I only need this amount of customers to be profitable. I just need to sell this amount of product or the inventory, and voila, we are good to go. And I'll tell you, they underestimate 100%. Always people underestimate the amount of time, effort, money, resources, and energy that you need to put in to be successful. So don't make that mistake. Number two, I have seen is that we do not set our goals big enough to motivate us. I want you to tell you this. If you're thinking just getting this small business up and running, just getting this job, and that is all that I need. No, you will need to think big so that you can really motivate yourself. It is saying aim at the sun so that when you fall, you can fall at the moon, and at least you're somewhere. Why should you target for just reaching the moon only to fall short? I want you to start dreaming big and thinking, what is my vision? What is it that I want to go for? And dream big enough so that you can feel motivated to go after what you want. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. I can see Precious Mambo, you're joining us on YouTube, and the question, you have a question. My network is acting up and I really need to listen. Please stick it there. The good thing on YouTube, you can always come back and watch this video as a replay. So if you're also watching as a replay, please make sure, just drop something in the comment and say, yeah, we're here, we're following through, and I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, feel free also to drop that in the comments, because I'll also be responding to the questions, even if it is not live, you're just doing the replay. So those are the two major mistakes. I still have 2 more to go. Number one, underestimating the time and the effort and money and resources that you need to put in. Number 2, not setting goals big enough for you to be motivated. And number 3, and this was a big one, and it took me a while before I actually agreed that this is what I was doing. It is that we spend too much time focusing on the competition rather than thinking about how do I dominate this field. And it happens, most people at the workplace, in the business, instead of you thinking about how do I become the biggest, the baddest in this industry, in this field, in this kind of career line. We are busy looking at what is the other person doing, what are they doing, what are they adding, what are they removing. Stop focusing on your competition and think and focus on dominating the area. What do you need to do? What skills do you need to bring on board? What do you need to be good at? What do you need to practice until you are the best, such that people know that this, if you want this, you go to this person. Stop focusing on the competition. Think about yourself and how are you going to dominate that area. And finally, I'll tell you this. The mistake is to underestimate the amount of adversity that you will need to overcome to be able to secure your dream, to be able to get out of that situation that you're in. And that's why I'm saying when the going gets tough, the tough people get going. When the going gets tough, you need to keep on going. I can tell you, you will face tons and tons of adversity, but you need to be prepared to go through them. I think the good book, it says, in this life, you will have some trouble, and there in it, quite a lot of wisdom. Do not feel as, don't be taken by surprise when you face adversity as you try to pursue your goal. When things get tough, don't be taken by surprise. Just expect that these adversities will be there, and then start thinking about how will I overcome this adversity. And it is by you deciding to take some actions. You have said action changes things, and I'll tell you this: your first set of actions will not necessarily solve the problem. Your first set of actions will not solve your problem. We'll get you close, but there's a very simple framework that I learned and I've used it. It is for you to act, evaluate what the action has brought in. After you evaluate, review if it is working, act, and keep on. When you act, you evaluate. As you review, you realize that this is not helping me to get where I am at. You change the action, then review, evaluate, review, act, and that is the cycle. Most people give up when they just take one set of action, it doesn't work, and then they say, oh, it doesn't work. Things are hard. The economy is hard. That's what, will you resign yourself to fate just because things are hard? It is up to you to figure out what are the different things that you need to do, trying different things over and over until you're able to get that perfect mix. That will give you the value. That will give you the outcome that you need. I think Albert Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. And I'm not asking you to do the same thing over and over. I want you to take at least some action over and over. And if it doesn't work, change it. Act again, review. If it is working, keep doing that. And that is my message to you. When the going gets tough, please be that tough person who will act. And you are going to work from within to really make sure that you get there. I really appreciate your time. Let me check if there is any question. If there is no question, I would want to know if you're following me, where are you joining us from, what value are you getting from this session, and I will be happy to tell you this. Now, all this can be gotten from the book that I've just shared with you. Let me just share this with you. If at one point you feel like you need to change your career, I am giving this book out for free. How to Change Your Career, a strategic approach to career transition. It will move you from that point where you're feeling stuck to a point where you're soaring, pursuing new career horizon. Now, inside this book, I will share with you like step-by-step procedure that you need to be able to successfully transition in your career. I'll also share with you how do you position yourself for jobs that are probably new to you. These are jobs that is in a totally different industry or a different career. And you see, one of the questions that I normally get people asking me is, how will I get a job in a new field? They always ask for people who have experience in that area. Yeah, that is sometimes true, but it's not always true. But let me ask you, have you ever done anything that is outside your field, like you had not worked in that area before? How did you get that job? doesn't that then beat the argument that you need to have experience in an area for you to get into? Yeah, but I'll tell you this, there are certain strategies that you can be able to use and how you can really be able to position yourself for these jobs. I'll give you the secret weapon that you can use to transition to like NGOs, UN jobs, and actually give you an added advantage over your competition. And there are three things actually when you are invited for an interview. There are three things that you need always to show up and be able to actually triumph over other candidates who sometimes look more qualified than you, but you can be able to do that. So if you're interested, I don't think I got the link here. Let me just say this, yeah. Just drop me an email, say you're interested in it. I'll give you the book free of charge. It's an ebook. You can download it. You can read it within an hour. It's a short, crisp book, and it was going to change how you're going to perceive life. Now, let me check if anyone has any questions. I like to keep these sessions short, to the point, and to find out if there are any questions. Okay, none. Might be coming. Yeah, I think it is Thomas Edison who said that if we do the things that we are capable of doing, we will literally astonish ourselves. So why not go ahead and do the things that you're capable of? Why not do things that will actually astonish you and the rest? Yeah, it is said that most of us live two lives: the lives that we live and the lives that we are capable of living. It is the latter that actually intrigues me, because it is the life that I believe that we all desire. We deeply desire this kind of life. It is the life that we know that exists somewhere inside us, that we wish we could actualize it. It is the life that isn't driven by you settling or giving in to things like procrastination, doubt. It is the life that you live when it is your optimal you. Yeah, the best you, the confident you, the healthy you, the one who stick or does what they say they will do, someone who is confident of themselves. Yeah, you show up in your A game every time, making things happen and making a difference and living the life of significance. Being your optimum you sounds great, doesn't it? Yeah, but how do you become that you? How do you become the best version of you? That is what you will learn when you decide to start taking action. And I can tell you, you might not know 100% the kind of actions that you will need to take, but you need to try. And once you try, things will work out. I really wish you all the best. Thank you very much for engaging. For those who are watching as replay, please give it a thumbs up. If you have a question, feel free to drop that in the comment. I will be checking that and responding to it. And until my next live session, when I'm here to motivate you and to get you going, I'm out.